Some contractors get their payments immediately, but some contractors payment gets delayed continuously. So in this video, let's see what is the actual rule in CPWD regarding payments. It is very important to know what is the actual rule in CPWD regarding those payments for final bill, for running bill, everything. In this video, let's see what is the actual set of rule as per standard operating procedure or in the works manual or in general conditions of contractor, in everything for the payments to the contractor by engineers. And moreover, what if the rules get breaked? Let's see. Watch fully, I will say you everything. So first, a contractor finishes his work, submits his measurements. So let it be the first day of the month. What happens next? As per rule, within 5 days of time, JE and AE has to check the measurements whatever you have submitted and report it to the office of executive engineer. Account section can take 3 days of time, up to 8 days it should be within the account section, and 9th and 10th day, the rest 2 days should be more scrutinized and checked by executive engineer. So by this time the bill has been reached to executive engineer. He may be having time or he may not be having time to scrutinize your bill, but within 10 days of time you have to get 75% of whatever you have submitted to JE and AE, and JE and AE will be checking it within 5 days. 75% of the amount whichever checked by JE and AE can be credited to the contractor by then. In 10 days, 75% of the amount can be credited to the contractor by executive engineer. So what for the rest of the money? Within 28 days of time you have submitted, that is you are submitting on the day 1, and in the day 28, just note, you are submitting your measurement. So 28th day you have to get the full amount from that bill. So this is the actual rule. What is the rule for final bill? I will also say you at the end of the video what if the rules are broken somewhere. So let's continue. Now for final bill. For final bill, what the procedure is, that is very simple. After completion of the work, the final completion of the work, executive engineer gives a physical visit and gives completion certificate for that work. From then, within 3 months of time, it is the duty of the contractor to submit the measurements, and no more should be claimed by the contractor when he submits final bill. Within 3 months, he has to submit the measurement, and after receiving the measurement by the authorized engineers, from there to 90 days time, final bill can be checked thoroughly by the executive engineer and whatever team under him. So within 90 days, he has to make the payment. That's the rule. Now let's see what if the rules are broken. Because first I said in first running bills, I said that within 10 days of time, executive engineer has to credit 75% of the amount checked by JE and AE. So if that doesn't happen, he has to do it as soon as possible and report why it is delayed, why the payment is not made to his higher authority, that is CE or SC. He has to report it to them. The bill should be proper, and if there is any problem in that bill, that explanation, whatever it is, it should be addressed to the higher authorities, and 75% of the payment should be made as soon as possible. So that's over. And within 28 days of time, he has to give the full amount to the contractor. And if that doesn't happen, next stage is 45 days. So even till 45 days, the payment is not received by the contractor, 5% simple interest for whatever payment is pending to the contractor from that time, that is from 29th day, 5% per annum for whatever pending should be given by the executive engineer. That is, after 45 days, they will calculate and they have to credit it. There is one loophole in it. The contractor has to be submitting the bill in a proper way, and there is in an ordered way without any queries. There should not be any problems or dispute in it. If there is no dispute and it is crossing 28 days time, and you have to get 5% simple interest per annum for delay in payments. So that is for running account bill. What about final bills? So the same thing. After 90 days of time, the executive engineer has to pay 5% for whatever pending payment in final bill. He has to pay it with interest of 5% per annum. This is the rule, actual payment rule procedure in CPWD. What do you think about this? Is this rule okay, or is there any problem with this? Make sure to make a comment. See you soon in another useful video.